Hello everyone, welcome to our full stack development course. In today's lecture, we will learn one of the most important concepts in JavaScript, that is functions. Functions helps us return reusable and organized code. We will understand function syntax, functions with parameters, return values, and real-time examples. Before learning functions, let us quickly revise JavaScript. JavaScript is a client-side scripting language which is used to make the web pages interactive. And HTML provides structure, CSS provides styling, and JavaScript adds behavior and interactivity. Using JavaScript, we can validate forms, handle button clicks, perform calculations, and dynamically change web page content. Now, let us understand functions. A function is a block of code designed to perform a specific task. A function does not run automatically, it executes only when it is called. Functions help avoid code repetition and they make programs organized and easier to debug. And without functions, code becomes repetitive and messy. With functions, code becomes reusable, organized, and easier to maintain. This is the general syntax of a JavaScript. The function keyword is used to declare a function, and the function name is the user defined name. So we can give any name as a function name. So that should follow the identifier rule. And inside curly brace, we write the code. To execute the function, we call it using its name followed by parenthesis. So a function cannot be executed automatically. If we want to execute this, we should call the function with the name and parenthesis. So the function should be called to execute the code. Now let us see the example. This is our first function example. Here we have taken the script. Whenever we want to use the JavaScript to make our web page interactive, we need to use the tag known as script. This is the paid tag, so we should use the slash script. We need to close it by using the slash script. Here we are having the function greet, which displays a welcome to JavaScript message. When the function is called, the JavaScript execute the alert system. We know if we want to print any message in the dialog box, we are using the output method known as alert. Okay, so whenever the function greet calls, uh, uh, the the function will be called and the code inside the function will be executed. So it executes the welcome to JavaScript. Me execute this. taking the function great parenthesis. I don't want to pass any values because I just want to print a text message. So no need of any parameters inside the function. I'm taking the let output method to the text welcome. And if this function should be executed automatically, we need to call the function. How we need to call? We need to use the function name and the parenthesis. If it is having the values, we should pass the values into those parameters. Yes. So here you can see this page says welcome. Okay, this is how the output will be executed. So the function executes because we call it using the greet function. Okay. So this is a no parameter function because we have not passed any parameters there. Now, if you want parameters, then we should learn the functions with the parameters. The parameters allow us to pass input values to a function. So here we are having the parameter 1 and parameter 2 and we are passing them as a parameters to a function. And this makes function flexible and reusable. And these receive values when function is called. So whenever we are calling this function, and these parameters will receive the values which we passed as the arguments. Okay. Now let us understand this. With a practical demonstration. I taken the HTML structure. And I want to make the interactive with the JavaScript. So I'm taking the script tag. I'm taking a function with the function. And the function name I'm taking as add. And I'm passing two values, two parameters, because for addition we require two parameters. And what we should print? We should print let a plus b. But where these a plus b values are passed, while calling a function, we need to pass. So add, I'm taking the a value as 10, b value as 5. This is how we need to call a function. Save it. You can see the alert here, which displays the output as 15. So alert shows 15. The values 10 and 5 are passed into the parameters a and b there. Okay. And we can sometimes the function returns a result. The return keyword sends a value back to the caller. So then we need to use return keyword there. This is useful when we want to store the result. So you can see the code here, syntax here. We are having a function with two parameters. And what we want to display a plus b. Instead of using the alert displaying there itself, what we are doing is we are simply return the output to the caller. Okay, see the example here. Let result equal to add of 10 comma 5. So the a is taking the 10, the b is taking the 5, and it will do the 10 plus 5 that equal to 15 and return. return 15. To whom it is written? To the caller, it is returning the result. Okay, so it is returning the value to result, and we are trying to print that. See the example now. You can see the result here as 20. Okay, the output is 20. The written value is stored in the result. And the next one is function called by button click. Functions are commonly triggered by user actions. One common example is button click. So the button click is one of the user actions which are triggered by the user. So then we need to use, whenever we want to click a button, we need to use on click button, on click. And when user clicks, function executes. Okay. So when user clicks, function executes. Let's see with the example. What we have taken the HTML structure, and then we have taken one button on click. Whenever the user is clicking on a show message button, click me button, it should trigger to the show message function, and the show message function is having the alert box with the content button clicked. So let us see this in the browser. So click me. Here is the button we are having. So whenever the user performed any action, that is nothing but on click, then the alert box should come on the page, and it should display the content which we have given in the alert message. Okay, button clicked. So this is how a function can be called by using the button clicks. So this is event-driven programming. Now let us see a real-world example. Suppose we want to check voting eligibility. We can create a function that accepts age and verifies whether the user is eligible to vote or not. Okay, or not eligible to vote. So for this, what is the main method we should use? We should on click the it should trigger to the check vote method, and in the check vote function, we should take the age in number. And what is the condition? If age is greater than 18, it should display the eligible to vote, or else not eligible to vote. Okay, this is what we need to check whether the voter is having the eligibility to vote or not. Let me display this in browser. I hope you understand the logic here. So check voting on click. It should ask enter age. I'm giving enter age as 17, not eligible. Check voting, enter age 21, eligible to vote. So this is how we can use the JavaScript functions in web applications. And today we learn what JavaScript functions are and why we use functions, function syntax, functions with parameters, functions with return values, button triggered functions, and a real-time voter eligibility example. Functions are essential for writing clean and reusable JavaScript code. Practice all these examples in any text editor. Okay, thank you.